Welcome. It is episode 39 of the Dance to Oneness podcast. My name is Amy Shine. I'm your host. Um, this is the title of this week's show is The Busyness of Business and Life. So, give it a moment for people to catch the live stream. If you're listening to the replay, I just want to check the volume. Is okay. So, looks like it's working now. We had some technical issues. So, what is the busyness of business and life? So, how many of you create your life to be very busy? And what does being busy prove to you? So, what I've noticed for myself is that when I'm busy, I I like that. I like being busy. I like having lots going on, right? But there's a difference between creating and being in business versus busyness. So a lot of us create our life and our business to be very busy. So when you're busy, you validate that you're right, that you're correct, that you're working hard for your money, that you're putting and doing all the right things so you should get the results. But what if everything is the opposite of what it appears to be? What if being busy doesn't actually create greater results? What if being could come before doing? So I'm also someone who has to-do lists, and I'm always creating to-do lists. And do you notice that when you have to-do lists, there's always more to do on the list? So I started to look at, okay, when I get up in the morning, rather than going straight to my to-do list, what if I created a to-be list? What if I started asking, what can I be today? And what can I add to my life today that would allow me to be more, be greater? When you're in the doing of life and the doing of business, you're not actually present. You're not actually hearing the whispers of the universe, the whispers of possibilities. You exclude a lot of the magic of the universe when you are so engrossed in doing. When you're being, you can hear the universe. You can hear the whispers. You hear what's required when it's required. But so many of us have been entrained from a very early age that we got to do, 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 do. And when we do enough, then we can be. And a lot of us have concluded being is doing nothing. So if I'm being, it means I'm just going to lie here all day and do nothing. No, being is being present in your life. It's hearing the whispers. It's being present with the energy of what's asking for my energy right now. So if you woke up this morning or even right now and you asked, okay, if I throw away my to-do list for right now, or just put my to-do list to the side and ask, what can I be right now with me? And maybe you got, okay, what if I could just actually be present with me? Now, what could I add to my life right now that would allow me to be more? Wow, what if I could add relaxation? What if I could just relax into where I am right now? Then you could ask, okay, now what requires my energy right now? If I was being present with everything I have going on in my life right now, what what is asking for my energy? And actually it's funny, I just got my body. So at different times in your life, in your business, there's going to be different things that require your energy. Sometimes it's projects, sometimes it's elements in your business, sometimes it's your body, sometimes it's your family. What if your business wasn't separate to your life? Like, what can I be right now that would allow my business to grow? What could I be right now? What could I add to my life that would allow everything to expand with total ease? So, one of the things I've been looking at is how us as humanoids, as light beings, light workers, whatever you want to call us, we actually don't create consistently. Like, we're not 9 to 5 worker bees. And if you are a 9 to 5 worker bee, that's okay too. But you've got to look at, where do you try to make your life consistent? Like, you try to consistently make the same money, consistently have the same clients, consistently do the same routine. Does that actually work for you? If you look in nature, nothing is consistent in nature. It's always changing. There's ebbs and flows in nature. There's different seasons. There's a season for hibernation. There's a season for blossoming. There's spring. There's summer. So the seasons are always changing. Nature, the leaves grow on the trees. The leaves change color. The leaves fall off the trees. What if you created like the art? What if you didn't have to be so regimental in how you create? Like, we have times where we have a lot of ideas and we're very outwardly in the world, and we want to be out there and we want to be engaging with people, and we may have lots of clients or lots of events or whatever going on, lots of social things. And that is great. But what about when times when you don't have all that going on? When maybe you don't have many clients, or maybe your business isn't that busy, or maybe you don't have a lot of things going on. How are you in the downflow? Do you judge you when there is that almost like hibernation period? What if that actually isn't wrong? So one of the things I start to look at, where when I have a lot going on, it validates me. It validates I'm doing good, I'm doing well, I'm doing right. Okay. And then when I don't have a lot going on, it invalidates me. I invalidate myself. Oh, I'm not doing well enough. I'm not creating enough. What's going on? What's wrong with me? All of that destroys the creation of your life, your body, and your business. So today I had to really stop and go, okay, business, what do you require of me right now? There seems to be a kind of like a space in my world lately where there isn't a lot of doing, there isn't a lot of busyness. And it's very easy for me to slip into the judgment and the wrongness. I'm not doing enough. I should have more going on. What's wrong with me? I'm not making enough money. Like all that judgment, right? So I stopped. I went, okay, business, what is this? Like, talk to me, business. What do you require of me? And you can do this for your life, your body, whatever's going on for you. What do you require of me? And my business told me, we want space. Take this time, take this space to nurture you, to go to the beach, to get your bars run, to dance, to do the things that you've been asking to do, that you've been putting off because you were too busy to do them. So it's like, I was like, oh, okay. So what if you actually start to trust that there is no constant in your life and business like the art? Like, it doesn't stay winter forever. The seasons come, the seasons go. What if your business and your life and even your body was like that? Like, your body also has times where it's out there and out in the world and wants to be exposed, and, you know, like, you want to be like, you have times where you just want to move and dance. And then there's other times where maybe you want to do a little more, like, more where you want to go within and you don't want to be out there in the world and you want to curl up on the couch or watch a Netflix. What if you could actually start to have allowance for the ebbs and the flows with your body, with your business, and with your life? And so today, in the last few days, I really had to look at, okay, I'm actually creating this. This isn't just happening to me. I'm creating this, I guess, this downtime in my business and life right now. Will I actually receive it and receive the gift that it is? Or do I have to keep judging it and resisting it and fighting against it and looking for what's wrong? And so today I was like, okay, Amy, you created this life. You created everything in your life right now. You created where you're living. You live 10 minutes from the beach. You love movement. You love dancing. You love all these things. You have all access to all these things right now. Are you receiving them? Or are you putting all your energy on judging what you think you should be doing right now that you're not? And so I have a choice and you have a choice. When there is downflows or downtime in your life, it's a choice to go in and judge that and make yourself wrong, which prolongs that period. Or you could ask, okay, what is the gift in this downtime? What's asking for my attention right now? What's asking for my energy? if I didn't try to fill this downtime or this space right now with busyness to prove that I'm busy and I'm doing and I am successful because I'm doing, what could I be here? What is my business asking for me to be here? What is my body asking me to be here? And actually start listening to that. What if there's nothing wrong? What if, just like nature, you create in spurts? You have times where you have lots of ideas, lots of creations coming into the world, and you have times where you don't. And really ask, okay, business, life, is this a downtime? Is this a time for me to take care of things? Is this a time for me to nurture my body? Is this a time for me to put ideas into existence? Is this time for me to get systems in place? What is this space being created for? And what would it take for me to receive this space? Not from judgment, not from wrongness. What future are you creating right now that you haven't actualized? Because you know it's not going to be like this forever. And you're putting things into place now to set up your future. Will you receive this space and have ease with it and not go into the judgment? And I know the more that I relax and just be with it and be with it and be with it, and then from the being ask, okay, what's required? Where's my energy required? What's asking for my attention right now? Not from the busyness of it, but from the being with it. What if you didn't have to fill your life with busyness? What if you could receive everything you've created right now? Receive that you have a house, you have a roof over your head, you're living wherever you chose to live. You created your relationships, you created the people in your life, you created the business, you created the job, you created all that. This is what you chose. Now, if you just be with it, say, even if you're having a lot less money lately than you usually have, or whatever, a lot less business than you usually have, if you just go, okay, I've created this, I didn't judge it, I actually received what I've created. Be with it. Don't resist it. And ask, what is the gift in this? What if I didn't need to be busy? What can I be here that I've never been willing to be before? What can I be with me? And what can I be for me right now that I've never been willing to be before? What kindness could you be for you right now? And if kindness for you was your priority today, how would you be with everything else going on in your life? Can you receive what you've created? You created this. Receive it as a gift, even if it doesn't look like a gift to you. And when you receive it, that's when you allow yourself to change whatever is going on. Is now the time? Is this time or space right now that's been created? Is this for me to nurture me? Is this for me to be kind for me? What's asking to be instituted right now? What's asking to be put into place? So the future I'm creating is more ease when I get there. And what if busyness didn't have to validate me anymore? And who am I being when I'm validated by being busy? You're being your mother, you're being your father, you're being your culture. And everywhere, I would rather validate my parents' busyness, my culture's busyness, this whole reality's busyness, rather than nurture, honor, and be with me. Can you now destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all night shorts, boys, means. And that's the access consciousness clearing statements, right? So it's clearing those places where you're not even being you. You wake up in the morning, you go into automatic pilot of busyness, which isn't even you. That's the reality you took on from your mother or your father or your family or your culture. Who am I being when I need to be busy? Oh, I'm being my mother. Okay. Destroy and uncreate everywhere I'm being my mother. Who am I being when I'm worrying about not making enough money? Oh, I'm being my father. Everything that is, everywhere I'm being my father and validating his reality, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, papak, owner, shows, boys, means. If I was truly being me here, how would I be? Oh, I would just go have fun. Okay, I would receive the life I've created and enjoy it. Tomorrow, you could be dead, but you spent all day today worrying about the future that hasn't even come. So, what if really you start to look at, okay, if I had no problems, which you don't because problems are invented, if I could just really be present with me today, be an allowance and ask, what requires my energy now? What can I be with me? And what if being more present with you, being in allowance, being kind to you, being in communion with the whispers of the universe and what is asking for your energy right now could actually create greater results for you, for your business, and for your body. And everything that doesn't allow you to receive life and your business and your body to be that easy, that joyful, can we now destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, papak, on shorts, boys, means. And that's the access consciousness clearing statement again. So if you want to know more about that, look up access consciousness. You can also check out the access bars class, which for me, the bar, getting your bars run is like the beginning of like really eliminating that doing and that judgment from within and really starting to be, you know, when I get my bars run, it's like, space, I can be again. This world is really noisy and there's a lot of doing here. What can you be for you that creates beyond the busyness and the noise of this world, this reality, and everybody else's heads that you hear? Because when you wake up in the morning and you hear that to do list, you're hearing everyone else's heads, everyone else that lives around you, all the people that live in your country. Like you pick up thousands and thousands of miles away people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What if the busyness is not yours? So every time you go into the busyness and needing to fill your life with the doing and the busyness, whose busyness is this? Return to sender with consciousness attached. And what am I avoiding being with the need to be busy? So, what are you avoiding being with the need to always be busy? Oh, I'm avoiding being with me. I'm avoiding being present. Oh, I'm avoiding ease. Oh, I'm avoiding being joy. I'm avoiding being space, actually. Because if you're always filling yourself with the busyness, you can never really be space. And the funny thing is, we think that if we be more, we won't get anything done. And it's actually the opposite. When you be more, you'll actually get a lot more done with a lot more ease and greater results. When you're busy, 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 you don't really get much results. You just run around on a hamster wheel and never really accomplish anything. Look at last thing, look at nature, look at the earth. Are the trees busy? Is the ocean busy? Nature doesn't create busyness, so why do we? Nature bees. And nature produces a lot of results. Nature, like the earth is this like abundant gifting that like is constantly gifting to us. It's so plentiful and abundant. What if your life could be like that too, if you would choose to be more? If you would choose to stop judging you and stop filling it with the busyness. And I know this is a tall ask. It is for me too. It's a practice though. So, what if you actually do have a choice? So, when you wake up in the morning and the doing comes in, stop, come back to, okay, let me do my to be list first. What can I be with me first? And then when you start being with you, the doing will come with a lot more ease. And it will be actually the doing that is required. It will be the whispers of the universe going, you're required over here. Can you put your attention here? And you'll start to create your life from being congruent with the energy of what has been asked for, not what you think you need to do to get the result you've decided you need to get. So, what can I be? What if I could have a to be list? If I was being with me here, what would I be? What is my body asking me to be? What is my business asking me to be? And from there, what action is required? Who requires my energy today? What requires my energy? Where is my energy required today? That will take you out of the busyness of business and life and allow you to start be in the creation of your business and life that follows the whispers of the universe. Okay, everyone, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If any of you want to check out my new website, go to www.amyshine.net. We have many events and classes coming up. 3-day body classes. We have some energy pulls, creating and actualizing energy pulls with the art magic coming up in April. We've lots going on. We've some new challenges starting too, so keep your eyes out. We'll be posting all that on the events page of my website as well. And if any of you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on my website. And I hope you have a beautiful day, being more, doing less. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.